Hi, I'm Ronan Kavanagh, CEO of SpamTitan Technologies. We're here today to take a look at our SpamTitan appliance. But before we do that, I'd like to give you a brief introduction to the company and then a higher level overview of our product, including deployment options and licensing models. Since our formation in 1999, we've launched numerous products to meet the growing requirements of our customers and the increased malware that's been transmitted via email. We launched SpamTitan in 2006, we launched a cluster version in 2009, a complementary WebTitan in 2009, and finally our SpamTitan On Demand was launched in 2011. Since then, we've seen our customer numbers grow across the globe, whereby now we have thousands of customers in over 100 countries, including North America, Europe, and Asia. We've won numerous awards, including peer reviews and comparative tests. We're particularly proud of 18 consecutive Virus Bulletin Awards, showing SpamTitan to have the highest detection rates compared to any products in the marketplace. Our customer numbers range from the smallest SMB with as little as 10 users through to universities, colleges, K-12s, and ISPs who use our products to offer managed services to their thousands of end users. So what do? We produce software-based gateway appliances protecting email from malware, anti-spam, antivirus, and content filtering. We consistently block in excess of 99.97% of all spam. We offer our product in three formats. Our ISO is the operating system and application deployed on x86-based hardware, with the result being your own dedicated hardware-based appliance for your gateway. It's typically deployed between the firewall and mail server. About 40% of our customers use this option. We also offer a virtual appliance deployed on any of the major hypervisors, VMware, Xen, Hyper-V. We were the first certified VMware product by VMware when they launched their certification program. Using this option, our customers avail of increased flexibility, scalability, and redundancy, with about 60% of our customers now using the virtual appliance. We also offer a cloud-based option. Our SpamTitan On Demand is your dedicated virtual appliance. We simply send you the IP address of the appliance, you log on, configure it for your mail, and off you go. Simple, secure, and fast. For each of the deployment options, we have the option of a cluster. So you can deploy SpamTitan as a single gateway appliance or multi-node clusters. This provides scalability, redundancy, and load share. It comes with centralized management, centralized reporting, and can be deployed across multiple locations. Our products are incredibly feature-rich, and while undoubtedly the focus is anti-spam, antivirus, and content filtering, we offer a host of other features, including mail encryption, quarantine reports, in- and outbound scanning. We also have a number of ISP-based features, an API, multiple domain support, and delegated administration. And all of these features are available irrespective of which license you purchase. We have a very simple pricing model. We have an annual subscription with banded licenses depending on users. We offer multiple year discounts. So now I'd like to move on and show you the product proper. So when you log on to the SpamTitan product, you enter via a dashboard. This gives you summary information on how the product is performing, the underlying hardware, and then some information on the AV scanners, if there's any mail queues, and then some detail on what the product has been doing, blocking mail and scanning mail since it's been set up. So now we look at how to set up the system, how to set up SpamTitan on your network. When you download SpamTitan, you'll be sent a license. You simply load the license onto the product. Next, we need to install SpamTitan on the network. We do so by providing it with an IP address, and the subnet mask information. We give it the default route out, typically the IP address of your firewall. We then need to provide DNS information, so inform SpamTitan of which DNS server to communicate with, and we can add multiple DNS servers, so in the event of SpamTitan not being able to reach one, it will then contact the next DNS server. There are additional network configuration elements that we can set up, so if you're using a HTTP proxy, we can inform SpamTitan of this. If there are any specific static routes within your organization, again, we can import this information here. We're compatible with IPv6, so if you're using an IPv6 network, SpamTitan will work in that environment. We also have port forwarding and alias IP addressing. So once we've set the product up on the network, we then need to tell it for which domains to scan email and where to send that email to. So quite simply, we'll add any domains that we wish, and we can add multiple domains to SpamTitan to multiple destination servers. So to add a domain, we simply enter the domain information here, the IP address of the destination mail server, and then if we wish to do so, implement recipient verification. We have multiple options for recipient verification, and this verifies that an incoming email address is in fact a genuine email address. Typically, customers use LDAP or dynamic recipient verification, but we also have regular expression and list-based verification should you need it. And quite simply, that's the product up and running on your network and set up to scan mail and forward to your mail server. So, what does it do? We look at the mail from three particular angles: anti-spam, antivirus, and content filtering. The product is shipped with two AV products, Clam Antivirus and Kaspersky. Both products are included at no additional cost. Both products can be set to auto-update every hour on the hour should you want it. Kaspersky comes with additional heuristic code analyzing to provide real-time antivirus protection. You can specify file extension blocking, either file types or extension types. And finally, why most people choose SpamTitan for its spam protection. So with the product, we analyze mail using multiple rule sets. A number of these are real-time rules, such as Razor, Pfizer, RBLs. We also have a Bayesian database and additional tests such as PenPal's soft whitelisting, which analyzes incoming email and whitelists based on previous communications. We have optical character recognition to identify text embedded in graphics, one of the key tools used by spammers. We analyze mail to see if it originated from botnets. We use passive OS fingerprinting to look at the underlying operating system of the sending mail server. All of these tests contribute to a scoring system, and if a mail attributes a score, in our case the default score being 5, it is then classified as spam. Within the domain policy, you can then specify what to do with that. So we look at this domain inside here, copperfasten.com, and we can see that it's set that if a mail achieves a score of greater than 5, we want it to be quarantined. Additionally, you could choose to pass and tag that or reject it outright. The way the product works is all quarantine mail are stored in the box, and the end users typically get a quarantine report on a daily basis. You can specify the frequency at which a user gets a quarantine report. For each domain, we can also create a domain administrator, and this gives them local privileges to manage their own email, so they can create whitelists, blacklists for their domain, view their quarantine, release mail, and see their mail history for only their own domain. So a very useful tool for the ISP market. We can also create individual user policies. So for whatever reason, if a user doesn't want to antivirus or, for example, wants to change their own rule sets, we can do so here. So we can turn off or on SpamTitan or spam filtering for each individual user. We can decide that they may want them quarantined or rejected. Alternatively, we can change the rules for their quarantine report. So specify a different language, for example, or change the frequency at which they receive their quarantine reports. So individual rules for individuals within the organization. So as we said, SpamTitan scans mail on behalf of the users and it quarantines those mail on the appliance. We have a full search engine for the quarantine, which allows us to search the quarantine based on a number of different filters. So when mail is quarantined, we can see who it's from, who it's to, subject field, and why it was blocked. In other words, the score it achieved. We can search this quarantine area. So if an individual user is expecting an email and didn't receive it, we can search by mail type, direction, recipient email address, or sender address. We can also alter the display settings. So if, for example, you're using a cluster, we can show mail flow, but also whether the messages are just for this local cluster node or for the whole cluster system in general. We can edit the actual quarantine report, so we can customize it for your own company. You can import your own logos. You can change the address fields, who it's from, the email address fields of who the quarantine report is from. And you can add or remove additional features within the quarantine report. So, for example, allowing users to set the frequency, allowing users to request on-demand reports. We have an end-user login area, which again you can either allow or remove from the quarantine reports. Quarantined mail is typically stored on the box for a period of 21 days, but you also can change that retention period. So, for example, in universities, maybe during the summer, you might extend that period for longer as people are away on leave. If you're using a Microsoft environment, Microsoft Exchange environment, you can enable Microsoft Exchange email aliases. So this ensures that each individual user will only receive one quarantine report. And this is done through integration with the Active Directory. SpamTitan contains a comprehensive reporting engine. Our mail history page gives us a real-time view of mail as it passes through the product. And again, similar to the quarantine report area, we can create filters so that we can view this history in any format that we want, either only showing clean mail, spam mail, mail that's been rejected by RBLs, etc. And again, we can search by recipient email address, sender email address, source IP address, etc. All this information can be exported to CVS should you want it. SpamTitan contains a number of pre-canned reports, and these reports can be created either on an ad hoc basis or alternatively in a scheduled basis. So we can see here, for example, a report on today's top email recipients. These reports can then be scheduled to be sent either on a weekly or daily basis to line management or upper level management as required. As we mentioned in our introduction, SpamTitan also includes a cluster. The cluster setup is simple, quick and easy, and allows you for flexibility, scalability and redundancy in your SpamTitan gateway. We'll now go on to look at some of the more advanced features of SpamTitan. So we can alter the interface of the SpamTitan product to suit your own company's either logos or coloring. Changing all the coloring across the product. We offer email encryption to TLS. We can restrict access to the interface either through HTTP, HTTPS or specified IP addresses. The SpamTitan appliance can be set to automatically back up the configuration, and this can be done on a scheduled basis, daily, weekly or monthly. So in the event of any problem with your existing SpamTitan appliance, you can simply download another version and install your existing configuration. SpamTitan scans both in and outbound email, and for outbound email we have the ability to add disclaimers. These disclaimers can be set on a per domain basis. If you're using an SNMP server, SpamTitan can interact with the SNMP server, informing it of any queue buildups or problems with your SpamTitan appliance. If you're using syslog, you can send the SpamTitan log files to your either syslog server, either mail, interface or messaging log files. We also offer whitelisting and blacklisting based on email address or domains. SpamTitan also offers pattern filtering. This allows you to scan email and block according to specific patterns within the email. These patterns can either be in the subject, the header, the message body, thus providing data leak prevention options. Finally, I'd like to show you the SpamTitan support that is provided to the product. To our System Information tab, we get detailed information on how your SpamTitan appliance is performing. So we can see how the underlying product hardware is performing, that all the services within SpamTitan are up and running. We also offer System Health Check, which runs through the full application and ensures that everything is performing to its optimum and identifying if there are any issues that need to be resolved. Very useful for our help desk when trying to identify any problems with any SpamTitan appliances. Our support team provides remote support through a secure connection. This allows you to create a port so that a reverse SSH tunnel so that our support team can log on to your box and identify any specific problems that need to be solved. And this is probably the primary method by which we support boxes out in the field. So I hope this has provided you with an insight into the rich functionality of the SpamTitan appliance, from simple setup, email protection, right through to support. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us at info@spamtitan.com or via our website, where we offer a free 30-day trial. Thank you very much.